Being an employee, I can say we have only limited role to do.
Correct.
So it is whatever is being our organization sets us, that's what we do. If I say as an entrepreneur, you are more independent to do your thing.
For these solo travelers and family travelers, what are the three biggest mistakes they can avoid when they travel? How do you manage? Where do you get that energy?
I know because as I told you that since I have that passion in travel, so each one will have their own something, they are good at something. So we need to first discover in what field we are good at.
Travel is something which everyone dream about it, but very few understand the industry behind it. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Maria, Chartered Wealth Manager. I welcome you all to our Finance Chapels podcast. We have a fabulous personalities in our podcast and they share very important things about their journey, their success, their struggles and how they came out from their struggles and leading a very good life, and they are a role model for everyone. Today we have with us Miss Shalma, who is a partner in Shreya Travels, and she has went through a long journey in travel industry, that is 23 years of experience. She met lot of wealthy people, middle class people, different kind of mindset, different kind of lifestyle what they are living. So as I am a Chartered Wealth Manager, I wanted to discuss a lot about mindset, money and the impact what people are creating in this world. So Selma, welcome to our Finance Chapels podcast. Thank you so much for being here and spending your valuable time to share your knowledge with our audience.
Thank you very much, Pramila. It's indeed my pleasure to be here for today's podcast.
Okay, thank you so much. I've gone through your bio. I have seen that 23 years. It's a long journey. Okay. There are a lot of people I've seen, they are shifting from one industry to another, but you are in the same industry. You have gone through different roles, starting from issuing the tickets, then from like helping an organization, then you are training, then now you are an entrepreneur, but in the same industry. What made you to stay in the same industry and what made you to come into that entrepreneurship journey?
Yes, that's a very good question, I can say. So, from many years, when I started my career in the year 2004, from then onwards, I was mostly inclined towards travel. For me, always in my mind, it was there that I love to travel and I like people who travel.
Yeah.
So this is something which I had in my mind and I wanted to always continue. So travel is something which I always loved and that's one thing which I wanted to pursue because that's my passion. So being in a travel industry, I thought I can travel, I can know the places much better and I can do a good itinerary. So since that was my passion, I wanted to continue my passion as a career. So that's something which motivated me and it still does motivate me.
Yeah. You worked as an employee also in different organizations and now you are partner in Shreya Travels and you take major role to help people move around from different places. Now tell me, what is the difference as a being as an employee and as being as an entrepreneur? What is the difference and what do you like most?
Yes. Being an employee, I can say we have only limited role to do.
Correct.
So it is whatever is being our organization sets us, that's what we do. If I say as an entrepreneur, you are more independent to do your thing. So suppose if I want to do something on travel, let's say tour packages, so the role is completely different. So I can plan, I can give different kind of options to my clients. So I am more independent to decide what I want to do.
Correct.
Maybe I want to do more of ticketing. Maybe I want to do more of tour packages. Maybe I want to do a domestic or international. So I have all the responsibilities and also I have that independence to choose and do what I want to do. So that's the kind of difference.
Okay, lovely. Have you came across any of the challenges when you were in this industry and especially as a partner in this Shreya Travels? Because there are a lot of travel agencies are there. There are a lot of companies are there who is giving the same service but different sectors. Like what we can say is different kind of people, right? Who are the most frequent travelers which you see? Is it a middle class people, upper middle class, or wealthy people, or who it is? And tell me brief about their mindset when they travel.
Yes. So since I cater and I connect with most of the people, so we have corporate clients.
Yeah.
So I take care of their business. So when they travel, they always come and ask for different options
Yeah.
and the different places where they can travel. So it becomes a continuous experience with them and they frequently travel. So in the other side, if it is a family, they only plan once a year or twice a year. So when they have to do some visas, they again approach us for the assistance. And when they are traveling international, they plan for that. So it is not throughout the year, but maybe once a year or twice
Correct.
a year it happens. And in same way, there are other people, if they have something in their bucket list and they want to travel, they come to us,
Yeah.
maybe honeymooners. It could also be a solo traveler,
Correct.
or it could be a family if they have a long plan
Yeah.
which they have planned to go together for
Correct.
a holiday, then they would come to us. So the frequent connect is generally with our corporates.
Okay. Okay. Have you gone through any challenges? Suppose they have booked the tickets and something now recently you have seen there is a war which has suddenly started.
Yes.
In this situation and all, like how you handle your clients?
Yes, again, such situation it happens, again, it is our responsibility. So at that point of time, we don't think anything. Our main focus is the client should be safe.
Correct.
And they have to return back.
Yeah.
So we will do all adequate measures. We will see how the client can be, come back to his country. So we do all those arrangements. We will be very closely monitoring at that time.
Okay.
So it's basically a kind of relationship what we have with the client.
Yeah.
So they are not just a client for us, but they are like, we have that kind of relationship with them.
Correct.
So each client, we know them very well.
Yeah.
We know their, what are their requirements. So it's more, I can say, in our business, it is like a client relationship, what we maintain.
Yeah, very good. Okay, I think then everyone will have a very good relationship with you, and I think that give you more business, right? Because what experience clients go through, it should be a good experience when they are. Even in the bad times, like how they are closely connected with you and getting a solution, I think that give you more and more through word of mouth, I guess. Okay, so lovely. Now I just wanted to understand the money part here, because this is what we discuss in my normal videos and all. Like money is one of the important aspect where people look into their life, because money gives pleasure, money gives happiness, money gives satisfaction, money gives freedom as well. Okay, well, and I have seen a lot of my clients when I do financial planning. Children's education one goal, and then retirement is another goal, and another major goal what they have is traveling. Okay, so because now the trend has changed. Earlier, like we were very what we can say is calculative, and we were thinking, okay, we can go local, we just explore that, then we go to international. But today, a lot of people are traveling outside the country as well. Now, tell me, when they plan their travels, what do they see? Is that money part? Is the experience? Or what is the difference between different kind of people when they travel?
Yes. Again, I think Indians have a lot of money. I
Yeah.
can say they are very wealthy people. As you said, people always think, because travel is not their first priority, they will always find, okay, it's just an holiday, we can postpone, we can travel. But I think COVID has changed that mindset.
Correct.
After COVID, people thought, okay, this is the life. We need
Yeah.
to enjoy our life. We have money, we have everything, but we have to utilize that.
Correct.
We can see more people planning and more people traveling to different places. So travel is not just one time. Now they thought, okay, if we have completed Asia, why not we can start with Europe?
Yeah.
So first time travelers, they generally travel to Asia. Like they start with Thailand, they start with Malaysia, they then go to Singapore.
Yeah.
So once they cover all these Asian countries, then they travel to Europe.
Yeah.
And from after that, then again, Australia,
Yeah.
New Zealand, US, so many other countries. So the travel is the trend with which we can see with all communities of all mindset of different people in different hierarchy. Maybe it is just a middle class, or it is a wealthy people, or it is a super rich people.
Yeah.
They all travel, but the kind of travel, because it's not that if the person is very wealthy, he will always travel. It
Yeah.
is not like that.
Yeah.
Again, they are very calculative. If a wealthy person has to travel, I think sometimes the kind of checks they make is more than a middle class person. They
Right.
want to see, okay, they get the best hotel rate, they get the best airfares, and they get all these things.
Yeah.
So as a travel, say, advisor, when we
Yeah.
are helping the passenger to travel, they come to us and they ask, okay, this is what we want. And sometimes because of the online, because we are offline travel advisors, so when they go to online, they say, okay, we get this for a very lower price
Okay.
for online. And why don't we get? Because we have a team to handle, we have people. So whenever we give some kind of services, we had our service charge, and that's how it is. So people, because that trend is generally shifted, because people will find online the tickets are much cheaper. Okay.
Correct.
So now as a travel advisor, even our pattern of thinking, because initially it was only ticketing.
Correct.
Now it is more changed towards the customized packages.
Correct.
So we think, okay, ticketing is just part of it. If someone asks for us, we will help
Correct.
them with ticketing. But if somebody says, okay, we need only packages, so at that time there will be a lot of things to be handled. So we'll have to finalize the itinerary. We have to speak to our suppliers for the best quote, and we have to make the land arrangements. There are so many things which get involved. So those things come to our kitty, and when we are offering, and the client who travels,
Correct.
after the experience, when they come back, they are really satisfied.
Yeah.
So when they are coming back itself, they will plan.
Correct. For the
this
next
would,
one.
Yeah, this would be our next trip. Maybe this time we had a very good experience. We want to travel again.
Yeah.
So already if they are a family, maybe the wife would have told husband,
Yeah.
this is very good experience. Let's plan another trip.
Yeah.
So that is a kind of influence. And they already they will speak to their friends, and they influence them, and they come to us. So if may it be a domestic or international, any kind of tour. So our main focus is right now, what I am more focused is on the tour packages.
Okay. So you starting from the planning till the execution and giving them the various experience. So everything will come in your package.
Yes.
Okay. So that means you would have seen, like maybe you would have traveled, not now, maybe before, alone.
Yes.
When you planned everything, and now you are planning for your clients. Okay. What is the major difference between both the things, so that our viewers can reach out to you later? So
Yes.
how you are different than other travelers?
Yeah, for me, even if I'm planning a trip, maybe for a family, for an individual, I always think from their point of view. As
Okay.
I'm traveling
Yeah.
myself, so that is a kind of mindset. Maybe if they can afford to pay more, if sometimes they say, okay, the prices are more,
Yeah.
the suppliers, or then I will think, okay, if I was traveling, would I pay so much?
Correct.
Then if the suppliers or whoever we are contacting, if we see some variation, then we will tell them, if you are getting a better price, please take that offer. Otherwise, see, it's always, for me, it's not just the kind of money what I generate out of this business. It is not a transaction business.
Correct. Yes.
One time I give them and make money, the
Yeah.
thing is over. It's no. If somebody says, okay, this is what it is, I always tell them, whoever
Yeah.
the passengers, if they say, I said, okay, you can look for see, that could be a kind of, so that's a trust factor.
Correct.
It's more of a trust than just making some money.
Correct.
So in our business, as an entrepreneur, as an individual myself, when I travel also with my family, I think that, okay, these arrangements should be done.
Correct.
I've traveled so many countries, like with my family. When I travel, I feel, okay, this is what the arrangement. Something is not available, something is not there. Then as an individual, I would have found it,
Yeah.
oh, the breakfast is included, but suppose it has been not added,
Correct.
I've already included, then
Yes.
I know the pain, because if I have suffered that,
Yeah.
I know. So I make sure, I double check and make sure everything, all arrangements are done.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
so it is a more kind of, as I said to you in the beginning, it's more kind of a relationship
Yeah.
what we build.
Yeah.
Even that same relationship with the suppliers. So we
Okay.
have our suppliers all over the globe.
Yeah.
So we need to have that kind of interaction.
Yeah.
If my client is facing a problem somewhere, I need to also talk to them and try to sort out.
Yeah.
Most of the time there won't be any situation, but as you said, there could be a unlikely, something might happen. At that point of time, we should be ready to help them.
Wow,
Yes.
thank you so much. I think it is a good experience where you have went through that experience and you're seeing that next time when the next traveler is traveling, then you take care that what you have gone through, it should not be impact to others.
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Okay, now the next question is, like, there are different kind of travelers, as I mentioned, solo travelers or like the family travelers. Forget about the corporate. Okay, they have a group. They will plan everything. They will just tell their family members or like whoever the organization that you have to be ready with this. But for these solo travelers and family travelers, what are the 3 biggest mistakes they can avoid when they travel?
See, if it is a solo traveler, maybe nowadays we see a lot of solo travelers traveling. So for them, they can travel solo. But once they reach, they need to always connect with somebody
Correct.
so that their tour and their stay, everything is being taken care of.
Yes.
So what would be the kind of advice I can say is, they can travel solo, no problem. But still, the place where they are going, because it is like an exploration. They are
Correct.
doing everything by own.
Correct.
But again, for their transfers or for whatever they are adding on their itinerary
Yeah.
about sightseeing or stay. So in case there is a local person, they
Yeah.
know the trustworthy, that is always better.
Correct.
So they wouldn't be something, because after reaching there, it shouldn't be a surprise. Maybe the hotel itself is not there.
Correct.
Because
Correct.
they might have explored on their own.
Yeah.
So it is always better to go through somebody whom they trust.
Yeah.
And there should be an authorized person.
Correct.
Because there are so many people, they claim, okay, these are the options available, you can book. But they shouldn't be. Their money should also
Correct.
be safe.
Yeah.
They can't just go take a chance.
Yeah.
So go through a trusted source so that they get and they are very happy and satisfied once they come back.
Yes, I think along with money, the time is money normally,
Yes,
because
yes.
time is most valuable thing. If they
Yes.
lost that time, instead of exploring right things, maybe they experience bad things. Maybe that is a worse situation they can experience that. So I think all solo travelers, it's good that you explore everything, but along with that, make sure that you will have a local person, trusted person and trusted advisor, so that you can take their guidance and explore more and experience more. Okay, now when it comes to family, what are the things they have to take care, or what are some mistakes they can avoid?
Yes. Even family, when we see sometimes people, because generally when we are selling a product, we say take a branded hotel, take a 4-star or 5-star, because vacation, it is like an investment. It is
Correct.
an investment of memories,
Correct.
what you create.
Correct.
So sometimes we have people, they have money, but they don't want to spend when
Yeah.
they are traveling. So they try to, suggest their own hotels to
Yeah.
us. So then we say, okay, this is not a branded hotel, or it is not coming under any particular chain.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that. But sometimes they say, okay, what we need to do in the hotel? We have to go visit the place, and night time we have to come and
Correct.
sleep. Some of
Yeah,
them,
that is
you
all.
know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we say, no, it's just not that sleeps. Again, if the place is not that good, you can't enjoy your holiday.
Yeah.
So if you're going, maybe you have some fixed budget, but as a travel advisor, if somebody is guiding you,
Yeah.
okay, this is what you need to do, this is the property, because they are telling you out of experience and whatever they have gone through
Yeah,
before. So select. What I say is, if you have a budget, go for at least a branded or a chain property, the
Correct.
proper property,
Correct.
wherein you have good, and it is good for safety as well.
Yes.
Because there is a hotel, they are not branded and they are not belonging to any of the chains or affiliated to any of the other hotels. there could anything can happen in that hotel,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're going to a new place. You don't know, there could be a theft, there could be something, and who can you ask for that responsibility?
Correct.
Nobody would come forward. But if it is a trusted, if it is a branded, if they are part of any chain, we can always escalate the issue.
Yeah.
We can go back to them and we can say, this is what has happened.
Correct.
So some kind of solution, and for your safety wise, and also to have a pleasurable travel experience
Yeah.
where you are. So it is much needed. So
Yeah.
that is something which I would like to say. To
Okay.
always select for something which is there. They should
Correct.
be known.
Correct. I
Right.
think everyone keep aside some money to experience different when they travel. I think when you have already kept it, please make sure that utilize that for in a proper way, so that you will not experience bad things. Okay, because normally what will happen is a 2-3 months, or like maybe it is a 4-5 days, or whatever the vacation time which you are spending outside, it should be a memorable one. So even you are here along with your family, you are there along with your family, but when you are there outside, at least you experience something great and something most memorable one, so that you should have a advisor for everything. I normally says, when it comes to money, you should have a financial advisor. When it comes to travel, you should have a travel advisor, because otherwise you will go through some tough situations which may be creating a bad experience. Maybe you can later think that, okay, I will not go at all for my any of the next tour at all. So it should not be the case. Thank you so much, Salma, for sharing a wonderful experience, what people are going through and how you are helping them in their travel journey. Now I just wanted to ask something personal, okay? So see, you have started your journey after your college. You just went into a job. You did a fabulous job there. Then you came into, you married, you have a kids, and like they are grown up now. And now you're managing as a partner in Shreya Travels. And now you are doing a Goldman Sachs program as well. You are a part of KCA, you are a part of KE and different organizations. You're taking a lot of leadership roles there. As a woman, how do you manage? Like, one way, this is your family life and entrepreneurship journey. You are a businesswoman. You are studying as well. You are traveling. Sometimes you have to travel along with your like tour travelers as well. How do you manage? Where do you get that energy?
I know, because as I told you, that since I have that passion in travel, and also I can say from my family perspective, they're very supportive.
Okay.
My children, my husband, so they never say that don't do this to
Yeah.
me. So they know that which I like, I'm doing it. And they've also heard from others, okay, Shalma does our services very well. Say, for example, one of my husband's client, he was like telling, your wife did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
She did our itinerary and our package, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
So when he hear that from his own client, because he's also into business,
Yeah.
so that client is now a common client,
Okay.
his as well as
Yeah.
mine. So when he come home and when he says, okay, they told me that, so next time when I say, okay, travel, I am going this, I am doing this, then nobody stops me at home.
Yeah.
I think that is one advantage which I have, apart from my own passion and
Yeah.
apart from what I want to do, their support.
Huh.
So family support is something which is required.
Okay.
And we always discuss at home. If
Yeah.
I have to do something, or if I'm traveling, maybe work wise, we have that very open discussion at
Yeah.
home, even with my children. They are also very clear. They know what mama is doing.
Yeah.
My daughter, my son. If I tell my son, okay, next month I have to travel here, I have to go, so I won't be there. So they're knowing my schedule. So when it is a family time, I give time to them. And whenever possible, as a family, we are together.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of understanding which we
Correct.
have.
Yeah.
So all four of us, we understand each other. And we keep, if
Yeah.
my son wants to pursue something, we all come together. We say, okay, we encourage
Yeah.
him to what he has to do. Even my daughter, she is doing a culinary degree. Even we encourage her in that.
Yeah.
So it is a kind of encouragement. My husband wants to do something, so we all see, okay, what the best. So it is like we get involved so much.
Yeah.
So we know each other, what they are doing.
Yeah.
So I think when there is a growth or somebody wants to do it on our own,
Yeah.
it happens in a broader picture. Yes, it's not that it is 100% perfect, I can say,
Yeah.
but there would be a few challenges which
Correct.
you face, which I have seen happening at times. Okay, I feel, oh, I'm not there, will this work, or that kind of thought come. But after everything, and you need to have that spiritually strong,
Correct.
because as a person, individual, I'm very strong in spiritual. So always, sometimes I pray to God, give us that strength and support, you know, in what I do. So I think that because of that faith and spiritually, and because of everything, you know, and always as a person, I'm very calm.
Okay.
Everybody says, how do you maintain your calm?
Yeah.
You never get angry, because as a person, I am like that.
Any secret behind that for your calmness?
I think as a person, maybe
Huh.
by child, I'm like this.
Okay.
Since a child.
Yeah.
So I listen a lot. If anybody says, I have a lot of patience. Even sometimes people say, when you are, how do you handle this client? Because
Yeah.
there are so many changes they ask for. Because again, I'm very calm. I
Yeah.
never, you know, say that, okay, I'm done with it. You see how.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
Yeah.
If they ask me 100 questions, patiently I answer them.
Okay.
So I think that personality, as a person, personality that matters, and your family. And the more strength is when you have that spiritual connect,
Yeah.
and when you believe something in life, you know,
Yeah.
I think automatically things will fall in place. And
Yeah.
that positive approach towards life.
Hmm.
When something goes wrong, I don't say, okay, this is over, this is end. I always look forward, there would be something good which is going to come out of this.
Yeah.
It is a learning. If something doesn't work out, I don't think that, okay, this is completely over, and you know, I always look for the ways, okay, maybe this didn't work out, there would be something which will happen.
Yeah.
I think that positivity towards life,
Yeah.
the kind of person as I am, that thought process has also helped me a lot
Yeah.
to stay and continue in what I am doing.
Yeah.
And as a woman, yes, we all face a lot of challenges from everybody, but when you are doing right things in your life,
Okay.
and you shouldn't, as a person, I feel that you be rightful in what you do.
Correct.
There would be a lot of things, and sometimes we might, you know, but what is right, you continue to do it right. One day or the other, you will reap your result.
Yeah. Okay. See, you have already, I think, with your discussion, what I am feeling is you already reached to one level where you are already successful. Okay. But still, what made you to join Goldman Sachs program? Why you still wanted to learn?
See, learning, I feel, today also I feel that I am not 100% as a person. There are a lot of things. As an entrepreneur, still I am learning day to day. There are so many people who are like more successful.
Yeah.
They have achieved more things in life. Maybe one personality whom I follow, and I feel, okay, this person could do so many things.
Yeah.
And as a person like me, I have to still achieve. So that process is always there. I think learning will never end.
Yeah.
And there are so many new things which come up. I think it is always, we need to keep our mind open,
Yeah.
and we need to absorb
Correct.
things and learn and try to implement.
Yes.
Maybe I may be learning so many things,
Yeah.
but at least one or two things, if I am able to implement
Yeah.
in my work or in my profession, in my family, I think then that is something which I have achieved, I can say.
Yeah.
So learning continues from everybody. There is something to learn.
Correct.
So I have to keep learning.
Yeah.
Learning never ends.
Yeah, lovely. I think when you learn more, you earn more, right?
Yes.
This is what my mentors. Do you have any mentors in your life where you take as a role model and you build your life around that?
Yes, there are so many mentors in my life, I can say. So any successful person, I look up to them, or somebody who has not achieved in life, even I learn from them.
Yes.
It is not only from successful people. So mentors are all over. So I love to read books.
Yeah.
In my free time, I read books.
Yeah.
So I listen to a lot of podcasts. So I go through the people's life experience. So it's not only from success which you can learn,
Yeah.
even failure as
Yes.
well as you can learn. So I don't have to reinvent my wheel.
Correct.
So learning is always from both the
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
Yes.
That's lovely. I think we can learn from both positive and negative. How we take, that is most important. How we change our life from that, that is most important. Okay, thank you so much, Shalma, for sharing your journey. Okay, as we are in Women's Day, we are celebrating. As a woman, what is the some of the important things you wanted to share to our lovely ladies? Because there are a lot of people who achieved a lot of things in their life, but still somewhere they think that okay, I wanted to stop, I don't want to go ahead. There are a lot of distraction, there are a lot of problems. It may be it may be family, it may be relationship, it may be money, or it may be in their career. Okay, there are a lot of people who wanted to do, but they are not getting a lot of support from their family as we are getting from our family. So what are the some important things you wanted to tell them so that they can think and they can change their life?
Yes. So each one will have their own something, they are good at something. So we need to first discover in what field we are good at. It could be a very small skill. Maybe someone would be very skillful in making some handicraft,
Yes.
or somebody would be very skilled in cooking,
Yeah,
or they would be very skillful in making some tailoring,
correct,
very nice piece. So each one has been blessed with something.
correct.
So we need to discover first ourselves, what is that skill which I have?
Yeah,
Okay, and what am I good at? Or maybe somebody would be very good at talking.
yeah,
Yeah, they would have that skill, and they can start their own channel. They can have something, maybe counseling. Somebody will be very good at giving some advices. So each and every one, I can say that there would be something in them. So they need to first discover
yeah,
and try towards working on that.
correct.
Maybe dedicate half an hour at least, or 1 hour at least, among all their work in day to day. At least spend 1 hour to improve themselves
Yes.
in that one particular skill. And slowly, once they discover they are able to do it, maybe it may not need much of support. They should try to, make some use of it.
Correct.
Maybe among their friends circle, maybe first it could be a free advice,
Yes.
what they are giving.
Yes.
And then gradually they can build it up. And as I said, yes, women are very strong
Yeah.
in what they do.
Yeah.
They can plan things well, they can achieve a lot of things in life, and they are multitaskers.
Yes.
They can do a lot of things at one given time. So utilize, and if you have something good, always try to discover and work towards it, because we all have one life.
Yes.
And try to do that in a very good manner. It's not that we always think of others, we don't think of ourselves.
Yeah.
I think some point of time, I'm not saying that we should be selfish, we should think of ourselves, but we should at least,
Correct.
maybe our health, we should take care of our health.
Yeah.
Second one is, we should also be knowing a small investment or saving what we can do for ourselves.
Yes.
That is also very important. And maintain a very good relationship, because relationship in business, in family, and with your own self,
Yeah.
that matters a lot.
Yeah.
In long run, if we follow these things, I think we should be able to do what we want to do in
Yeah.
life.
Correct. Thank you so much. It was so powerful because with your experience, you shared everything. I think we have to give 100%. Rest we have to leave it to God. And when we are, as you said, when we are spiritually connected, definitely God will help us, show us the path, and send the people at the right time, at right place, so that they are maybe either through mentoring or maybe like some help, or anyway, like they are helping us in our life. That is what even I experience in my life. Thank you so much for sharing this so powerful things. Okay, before we end, I just wanted to conclude like you are so beautiful, so elegant, and as you mentioned that you are so calm. Okay, you already mentioned some of the secrets. Okay, how is your entire day you spend? Okay, what are the most important things which you will not compromise in your entire day, so that made you so powerful in your business and in your field, or like in your family? What is that?
Every day morning, I at least spend 10 to 15 minutes reflecting myself.
Wow.
Like, what should I do for today?
Okay.
So that is one kind of reflection. And also a prayer,
Yeah.
maybe, which is always there in me. I keep praying whether something good happens, or whatever. Always I seek support.
Yeah.
So I always ask, okay, God, today I'm doing this, be with me,
Yeah.
guide me.
Wow.
So as a person, I always feel we need to be that humble,
Correct.
seeking that help from the divine. So always I have that, whatever I do, I always seek, God, is it something good which what I'm doing? So
Yeah.
guide me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm your child. You
Yeah.
guide me what I'm doing. So I start my day with that.
Okay.
I think with that, automatically you feel that there is some powerful,
Yeah.
somebody is there with
Yeah.
you and guiding you.
Okay.
So whatever I do, I always feel that there is some power which is there throughout me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, lovely. And how do you end your day?
Ending my day is again, it is very not. I always seek, okay, if there are a lot of things to be done, a lot of. I again, when I'm ending my day, also I always see, okay, things to do always is there in my list. This is what I had to do today. Have I finished? So I do a checklist of whatever I have done for today, or something. If some of the things won't be able to finish in a day,
Correct.
so always I would put it
Yeah.
for the next day.
Next day.
Okay, if it is very important, I try and finish it. If there is something pending, always I remember to add that in my next
Day's list. Yeah.
Yeah, so it continues. So the things to do is always there.
Yeah.
It is like a checklist for
Correct.
me. So this is what important, and always which is very important, I'll put it in the very important list. Task, less important, and which
Wow.
is, so that bifurcation. And always I carry a book with
Ah.
me. So even though there is phone, notes and everything, I like to write things and
Okay.
keep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it is like a journal for me. Even something good I hear from somebody,
Yeah.
something I attend, I write it.
Yeah.
So those are the reflection for me. When I end a day, I look into all what is gone through in a day, and then
Wow, lovely. That is another powerful thing. You are journaling the things every day and surrendering to God. That is the most powerful thing. So thank you so much, Selma, for being here and sharing your valuable inputs. And not only that, congratulations for the things what you have done in your life and achieved a lot of awards, rewards, and along with that recognition what you have today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, viewers. You are here till now and you are listening to Shelma. I know that Shelma is one of the most beautiful soul and powerful soul, where she is helping, guiding a lot of people. She has trained a lot of people in her life, and now also she is learning and she is helping other people and she is helping herself. As all of you, maybe you are one woman at home or like in your life anywhere, or if you are a woman or ladies who are watching this, please take all the inputs what Shelma has shared today, because all things are very, very powerful and that has come from her experience, and it will help us to motivate ourselves in our life, seeking help from others, seeking help from God, being spiritual and being disciplined in our life, being calm, because this calmness can solve a lot of our ladies' problems, especially because as all of you know that people are going through a lot of issues in their life because of not having calmness and not having proper communication in their life. So thank you so much for being here. If you wanted to reach out, Shelma, if you wanted to experience new things, new places, and having a very good experience, for memorable experience in your life, you can reach out to Shelma. You can contact her through the number which is given here. And all the best. Wish you a good, what I can say, memorable life always. Be safe when you travel. Be safe wherever you are, and take a guide and mentorship from the travel advisors and make your journey more memorable and powerful. Thank you so much. We see you in next podcast with some other powerful ladies. Thank you so much.